All right, we're back, and I did a little bit of development on the editor off screen, and let's just take a look at that. So right now I also updated the way the game loop works, so it takes the level data and uses that to render things, and that doesn't really work right now because the initial level is not, like the level data is not initialized correctly. So anyway, let's take a look at the editor. So you can, as before, you can just draw some stuff. Now I also added these two. This is the new thing. So you can say let's add collisions, and you can see it draws the collision boxes. And let's just add a few like that. And then I also added this one, which is kind of like supposed to be the starting point. So you can add that. It doesn't do anything yet, but that's one of the things we'll work on today. And now if I press T and then go back, you can see I can go and play the level. So that's pretty good. Let's start out by getting this the level here to come back. So we go and say load demo room. So load demo room, it does go and do some stuff. It creates the entities, so those are used correctly. It creates collision boxes, but for some reason they don't seem to be active. The collision boxes are not active. And why is that? So let's have a look at the level data again. Collision boxes. There's this tile size. I think it's because I changed the way the collision works. So let's go into controls. And yeah, we shouldn't have tile size here, so I'm going to remove that. Tile size times something. That's going to be replaced. And really, this should also not be here. I decided to kind of use integer coordinates everywhere. And then it's only when we draw things that we scale things. So there's this animate function, which I forgot where it is. Animate, void animate, here it is. And so here we have to say times tile size. And let's try to run that. Now everything is gone, just as I intended. Everything is gone. And why is everything gone? So that looks correct. And that looks correct. The demo room position should not be that. So now I hope the skeletons are back. Okay, the skeletons are back. They're moving way too fast. This is all good. The player. Where is the player? Where is the player? Here is the player. Again. Let's get rid of that. Okay, now we're all here. Everything is moving way too fast. Right, so we also need to handle this updating correctly. Where is... it's in the update function. And we should actually, so this is something we need to do anyway, we should include this dt here. So it's in, where is this thing called from? It's called from update entities. So that needs dt. That needs the dt. This thing needs a dt. And dt here. And now we have here the update code. Get dt. Great. And now instead of just adding the velocity, we should multiply it by dt. So if a frame takes a long time to render, you still move smoothly. Everything is still too fast. And this is presumably why. So, okay, this is a lot better. There is for some reason it thinks we're colliding, but that is fine. So let's get the speed back, and let's try to multiply it by 10. Okay, a little bit too fast. I think that's fine. Now the entities, the skeletons, we have these animate functions. And let's make those 5 as well. Let's see how it goes. Okay, moving at a reasonable speed. And then this guy will be speed 5 as well. Okay, now when we check for collisions, where do we do that? I have completely forgotten where that happens. So let's go into the main loop, the game loop. If the player is not dead, we update everything, and there's some attack here, there's some animate, there's the draw a level. I hope it's not in there. Where's this even defined? It's defined up here. Okay, that's just some draw calls, so that's not it. It would make so much sense if it... Okay, there's actually something here. Great. Now, all of this has to be scaled by tile size. So we'll do that. The width also, I think. And here, 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 here. Okay, still there's some kind of collision. Let's add some more things to the debug stuff. So draw player collision box. And that's all right, except for the fact that we need this. Wait, so, okay, so it's at the position. Why is it? I kind of completely forgotten how things work. Okay, but this is where it is. We need the collision box. So let's say vector 2 collision box, and this is like really, this is like the width and the height of the collision box. Where's the error? There's some kind of error. Is it? God, this is so annoying. I'm pretty sure it's an entity. Entity, there is no collision box here. What? Yeah, okay, it's right here, and it's a rectangle. So then this code is kind of weird. Okay, I need to rethink that. So basically we just copy paste this thing. I think that's it. Okay, so it's a huge collision box. That's not right. And that is because when we set it up, we use, okay, so we need to look and create entity. Actually, we need to look here. So it has to be in the completely unscaled coordinates. So let's see this. Okay, collision box makes sense. And now in the demo room, actually let's add that we also draw collision boxes of entities. So there we go. And you can see those collision boxes are completely crazy. So we need to go into create skeleton, and yeah, so this is kind of a problem. So it's 1 minus 2 divided by 16. That kind of works. 1 minus 2 divided by minus 2 divided by 16. And that didn't work. Why did that not work? A bunch of warnings. Where's the error? Where's the error? Where is the error? Okay, I see it now. Okay, so they have these collision boxes. They are for some reason a little bit wonky. That's because we need to divide this by 16. So the offset is correct. Okay, great. So the attack is wrong as well. This is not really what I wanted to work on, but whatever. So in the main loop, we're calling animate attack. And where did I define that? I defined it here. And the attack hitbox is, I'm not really sure it's a good idea to do this. Okay, still. And then we also have this stuff. So can I just do tile size and 1 instead? Okay, now it's like everything is up there. And then in the draw, so for things to be consistent, I guess it should be always in the draw function that we do things like this. Like the final scaling. Okay, so we're back on that. And now we're checking things here. And that has to be scaled correctly as well. So I think that is it. Now I'm attacking here as much as I want. Nothing happens. But if I actually hit it, it works. Great. Okay. Now, let's get the collisions working again. Because. Maybe we don't do this. Can I do tile size? Okay, so that's working again. Now I don't feel like I'm going fully to the side here, which is a bit annoying. So let's go here, controls, and honestly, we shouldn't need these tile sizes here either, right? That should just be... Let's try that. And we do have this check here, this logging, so I can do like that. Okay, I'm not taking any damage. I actually collide with them. I do take damage. So yeah, so that's fine. That's good. That is fine and good. Okay. Let's adjust the player's collision box just a tiny bit. So here, it's done here. So let's say 1/16. Same here. And let's remove also another pixel on the other side. So still it's a bit annoying. So let's try to reduce the width by like a lot. Okay, so it is working. It's just a little bit tricky. Okay. But let's get the level back, the graphics back. So in the demo room, we need to set up some tiles. So Copilot thinks there's not a tile thing. That's not what I'm using. So if we go back into level data, the tiles is just a pointer to integers. So actually here we should say size of int, and for each tile there's 3. Oops, so actually the times 3 should principally be here, I think. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, the first one is the tile ID, the second one is the X. So let's see this works. Didn't work. Did not work. Okay, I'm getting annoyed by these warnings, so let's see. 241. That should be this, I guess. And that was it for the editor. Okay, back in the demo room, there's no tiles because it's called tile placements. Okay, so now you can see we got some tiles up there. It's clearly the wrong place to put them, but whatever. And this tile index should be 1. So that's kind of weird. Why is the first one? Right, because all the other ones are not initialized. So we really should indicate that like this. I think that should work. Yeah, because when we draw tile, if the tile ID is negative, we don't do anything. Great. So this is going to be a little bit weird. So I think I'll do it off screen, but it's basically just setting up 36 tiles or something, whatever. We'll see. Okay, here we go. So I set all of this up. Now normally we're not gonna do this anymore because this will just be set up in the editor, and that will eventually be saved to disk and loaded from disk. So we'll never need to do this again. But this is just for this demo. Just want to get it running again. Now you can see everything's placed wrong, but that's because we should scale. I thought I knew the answer. We are scaling here, but so draw. It's very strange. Very, very strange. So I guess it's correct actually. So what is the problem? The problem is probably that the player is starting in a weird location, starting in 5.5. So actually, when we draw the demo room, we have to add this demo room position to everything. That is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Again, this is just horrible code because we're hopefully never gonna do this again. See if that works. It kind of worked, but I apparently forgot something, which is this one. And that also didn't work. Why not? Am I probably overriding it or something? Everything has +3 now, which really shouldn't be 3 actually. I'm stupid. It should be demo room position X. So let's do something. Let's do a macro. So demo room position .x, go down 1, .y, and then I guess we'll we will go forward to 3 colon, and that's it. And we can just repeat that a bunch of times. And here we need to do it manually. Still, I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. Let's start by saying, just to check it, let's do this. Okay, so it's because there was some empty data in there. Now still I wanted to have kind of a corner tile, but for some reason it's not doing that. So if I copy this and put it at the bottom, then nothing. So weird. What if we make it like 60? I really feel like that one is not being drawn for some reason. What if we do -1 here? Yeah, so it is the correct one, and if we make it 60, it's still correct. But something else is being drawn on top. Where is the culprit? Shouldn't be this one. It's not that one. Actually, it looks like a right wall, so I guess we can go here in the right walls and we can look. But there is a 5 here, so I don't get it. Sorry, it's the left walls. I'm stupid. So that's the issue. Left walls has to be 1 plus that. Great. There's probably not 36 tiles. I cannot be bothered to calculate that right now. Count rather. But great. So now that thing is up and running again. Let's do the thing I actually wanted, and then we will, I guess we'll stop. Which is to transfer the starting point. So in the level, I think I already had this, and then I'm not sure how the mechanics will be, but in here in the game loop, let's say that if we press the R key, then we're gonna restart level. Right now that is just putting the player at the start position and reviving the entities and resetting the player health. Yeah, whatever. So we'll do this. Let's check that that actually works. Let's check that it works, and of course it doesn't work. Let me go in this, because those warnings really bother me. So the attack hitbox, For some reason it's not. Why is it not used? I'm checking a collision between the attack position so actually attack position should be attack hitbox, and let's fix that one. And here we should do this. And that's also not quite right, because the attack hitbox .x has to be incremented like that. So now it should just work as before. The warning is at least gone. So now there's of course other warnings. Frame count is not used here. That's fine. Remove that. Then we also need to remove it from here. Unused variable, that's fine. Remove it. 190. Okay. Level data has no position. No field. It has starting point, whatever. Right, so if I press restart, I go up here because it's not set. That's fine. Because now I can try to make a little bit of a level. And let's make it look like something. How do I do an L? Ah, there's an L. There is an L. And how do I do an L this way? I guess we just do it like that. So maybe I'm kind of overdoing it, but whatever. Let's add some texture here. And let's add a door for fun. And then we'll say we should also add collision boxes. And that one. And we'll add a starting point here. And actually, can I remove? I cannot remove collision boxes. That's, of course, an issue that I didn't think about. But anyway, let's put the starting location here. And we start out here. Don't ask me why. So I restart, I go here, and now I'm trapped. But great, we can restart. At least as far as that goes. Reset the health. We're not dead. And they are not dead. And they also need their health back, right? So level. They don't have starting points. They don't have starting points, so we also need to think about that, but we can give them their health back. So now if I kill them and I restart, they come back. So that's something. That is something. That is something. So let's add the ability to remove collision boxes. And I think that's it. And then in the next video, we'll probably look at adding entities so we can kind of start to make an actual level. So the way that it works is that in this draw function for the edited room, if you click, so mouse click handler, something happens. And if the collision box is selected, we usually just add a new one. But now we should check if there already is a collision box. If there is, remove it. Remove it. And if we already have a collision box, then great. And we do a break, and we'll say here collision box exists. And I think that should do it. So let's just add some stuff, and it will deselect that, and now I can just add collision boxes and remove them again. Great. So I think that's gonna do it for this time. In the next video we will try to add some entities over here, so you can click an entity and you can add it. And yeah, that's it. See you in the next one.